Yeah, I teach my kids the game so they don't make the same mistakes I made. Coach them through the pain like it's gonna rain and folks gonna throw some shade. Don't worry about them jokers, you stay focused, keep a poker face. Show them no emotion, keep it real, they
I
support
just want to live my life. What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out. Check it out. Check it out, man. Welcome back to the only show that lets you want to live your life, man. Members only podcast. I am your host, Lo from the Go. Hey, man, check this out. We got a very special guest. I know y'all normally usual to seeing a panel, but this woman right here is doing so much and she's accomplishing so many goals that I had to have her on the show all by herself. So why don't you tell the people who you are and what you do?
Thank you, Lo. Yes, my name is M.O.P Burnett. Right now, I'm an established author. I have 2 children's books out on Amazon. I have my adult novel coming out on Black Friday. Yes, this year in a few weeks. And I'm also the co-host of the amazing podcast, According to This Black Girl. And I also am the owner of Luxury Wraps by Amron, which is a representation wrapping paper company.
Okay. Do your thing, sis. Hey, look, check this out, man. You know, for the listening audience who want to know more about where they can find your stuff, why don't you tell them all your social media platforms right now?
Yes. All right. For the wrapping paper, you can add me at Luxury Wraps on Instagram. Luxury Wraps by Amron _Amron, AMRON. Also, According to This Black Girl, the number 2. To listen to our podcast on all available streaming platforms.
What I do here on Members Only Podcast is I play a video and I want you to tell me what you think about this particular video. Now check this out and we'll be back with more commentary, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Amron, I don't know if you know about this, right? Lil Boosie and Lil Nas X has been into it, man. They've been in heated debates. I don't know for how long. It's like ever since Nas came out as gay, him and Boosie has had a thing going on, right? Now check this out. This is a video of a Lil Nas X fan running up on Boosie while he was out chilling in California, I do believe. Check this out and I'll be back with more commentary.
I know you. You the rapper the Boosie be talking about me and my friends and my nieces. My niece, the Nas X, that's my niece. And bitch, I beat you up. Talk shit out. Talk shit out. What the fuck you is, bitch? Ball it, punk, bitch. I ain't no steroid punk, bitch. Fuck you, that ball ass hell. Come on. That line cost $8, bitch. Fuck out, bro. Bang, bitch. Whatever. Bitch, you got to go.
You see that video right there? Tell me what you see in that video, please.
Okay. So I see an outraged person angry with the celebrity while they're out with their child. The fact that he's out with his child is the part that kind of makes me feel like that wasn't the time and the place to, express your feelings on how you feel about Lil Boosie, especially when people are just out living their life with their kids. But to be honest with you, with all the stuff Lil Boosie said, he deserved to catch that fade. If he's ready for it, if he's with all the smoke, if he's ready to throw them hands, if he finds somebody willing to fight, why not?
Boosie got a bad leg. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like black people, everybody think people sue. He just got shot. His leg is fractured in 3 spots. That was a big ass man right there. I don't care if he had on a purple jacket. Who is that? Cameron times 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look, check this out. Boosie used the F word in that video. Mm-hmm. Did you hear him when he used that?
I didn't hear him use the F word, but I've heard him use it before, especially with remarks towards Lil Nas X.
He just called that man the F word. And I think that the gay community is going to attack Lil Boosie, take this video and use it as yet another way to keep him down. But really, in all actuality, I'm looking at the video. It looked like a skit.
It did. It looked
it's set up. It's set up. You that rapper, you Boosie. That's my nephew. That's my little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, Boosie. Try it with somebody else. You can't fool members only, man. That was set up. But I'm just surprised that he used that F word. You do agree that it looks set up. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Now that you actually pointed it out, if the camera angle, it was perfect where they hit it. You see the back. I don't know what YG GD is. I don't know if that's a new label coming out. It just looks a little too staged for him to really be like
Wait a
him
minute.
walking around.
Wait a minute. Is Boosie thinking, you know what I'm saying? Is he thinking, I need to open up an all gay label?
It might be. There might be some money
YGG,
behind.
Young, good, and gay. That could be it. I'm telling you, that could be it. I wouldn't put it past him because that was set up, man. Anybody would ask and see. And then the son took him away. Like, come on, man. You know, come on, man.
Yeah, no, daddy, let's go.
The son has man. What a security at. Boosie's walking around. Get your ass out of here, man. That was a setup. I do believe it's just a skit. And that takes us to our next video that I want to show you.
Okay.
All right, so this video right here is a waitress, man, saying that she made a penny. The reason why I'm telling you about this particular video right here is because I do believe it doesn't have any sound or something like that. Like she's just texting, but it shows this woman getting paid a penny. But guess what? The thing that's going to surprise you is how long she worked to get that hard-earned penny.
Life of a server. This is 6 weeks of pay.
6 weeks worth of pay. What do you think about that?
There's so much missing from that actual video. So as a person that used to be a server, like server wage is nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But I know I didn't report all my tips either. Like pretty much my paycheck took care of my taxes and then I pocketed everything else. I reported X amount of dollars, what I said I got, but who gets paid every 6 weeks? That don't even make sense. How is one paycheck a penny?
One paycheck a penny. Maybe the other ones was straight. Till they got to that one paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Because, right, like you said, who gets paid 6 weeks? Who the hell she think we are? What I see is, I see a young scam artist trying to get a GoFundMe. A young black queen out here trying to get a GoFundMe. Yeah, I said a GoFundMe. All right, I ain't lying about that though. It's a GoFundMe because who's making a penny? Let me take care. I'm gonna give you $10 a week. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but seriously, I think she's a scam artist trying to scam the internet, man. What do you think about that?
That's the new thing. If you cry online, people pay you. I mean, you see it all the time. People with the X amount of followers will go live and, pay me $1 for me to, shake it a little bit. Pay me $1 to, get a text message. And people do whatever they have to do. It's sad, but it's the new hustle out here. The internet where the money at.
Did you see did you hear about the story where the woman got online with some kids that wasn't hers and got all type of money and some shit? Like she actually got online with kids, like they do anything for clout. Kids.
Like she just was with some children that weren't hers?
Yeah, she was with her boyfriend's kids. And she got online like, I can't pay the bills. I got these kids. I got 4 of them.
Well, I played the stepmama role. You got to feed them kids too. So
no, the kids didn't live there. The mama actually got online and it was like the kids don't even be there. They just happened it was like they popped up over there for some reason one day and she did that. Like out the blue, it was a whole big issue with the mom. It's just so many people that's scamming online. I don't trust nobody trying to give me money and I don't trust nobody trying to ask me for money. Unless I know them, I can pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, I'll be over your house next month for this birthday party or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like scammers, man. What you think about the internet scammers out there?
I agree with you, but I'm not gonna lie. I am part of the problem. Because for $1, if you crying too hard, I'll give it to you. I'll cash up you $1 to get you off. If you do the snot bubble and all that, it hits me in my heart. Especially being a single mother and being at that low point. To me, if you online begging, you beyond low. Begging.
She wasn't begging. She was just saying how much they made, though. She wasn't begging. She was saying, I made
lady.
Yeah, 6 cents. 6 weeks.
If I made 1 penny, that means I need money. She ain't say it, but that's getting to the sentence.
It brings me to something that you said, though. It brings me to something that you said. The government and taxes.
Yes.
Taxes, right? In the government.
Yep.
Now, is she trying to scam Uncle Sam?
She might. she might be. Because especially with everyone having all these lines of businesses, all these new CEOs, like, are y'all CEOs on paper? Like, do Biden and them know how much you really making? Or what you report is not really what you're making. But they're trying to cut back on that, especially with all these different companies. They're forcing you to report your income now.
She probably made like 10 million times that amount. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely.
That's what she reports. That's what she's reporting, ladies and gentlemen. She's reporting that. All right, that brings us to our next subject. Let's go to it. Before I start this video, of course, I'm going to tell you about it. It's a video of the football player Henry Ruggs III sitting on the ground crying as the car that he hit while driving double the limit. He was, over the limit of drinking, and he crashed into a car and it caught a blaze. Trapped in the car was a woman and a dog. They were unable to pull the woman out. Now, he's a football star, #1 draft pick, wide receiver for the Raiders in 2020. Now, check this video out. He's laying on the ground crying.
Yes. Yeah, there's somebody in the car.
Can we get help? Can you please?
They're coming. They're coming right now.
He is not the justice. Hey, look at me. Look at my kids, okay? Look at my kids, okay? You hear me? Look at me. Look at me.
Hey, look, he's waiting for the rain. He needs help anytime.
Hey, look. You see me? You see me? Can you please get him? He's knocked unconscious, Diane, please. Can you please?
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
Hey, Diane, come here. Diane, come here.
What do you think about that video? The guy was driving 120 miles down a residential road, crashed into a car, killed a woman and her dog. The woman was still alive, hurt, screaming.
So they were sitting there smelling burnt flesh. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm sorry, that was just my first thought when I knew there was somebody in there. But
the truth.
Yeah, he didn't have a right to cry. He didn't have a right to cry to me. You need to eat it. You going to jail. Like, you're going under the jail. The fact that he is a celebrity, they're going to throw the book at him to use him as an example. Okay, I'm a person who had a lot of jobs, so I was also a 911 dispatcher.
What? Get out of here. Oh my God, you like Rose, man. Rose travels across the world. She got friends in Europe.
But watching that, knowing how the process works on the other side, so much is weird with that video to me. Like, it doesn't make sense that I'm only seeing, like, what was that, a sheriff? Like, where was the fire department? Where's EMS?
It was just pulled up. They had just pulled up. They was like, they asked on camera. They was like, somebody's in that car? Like, the witness said he thought he could save her because when the witness first pulled up, it was a small fire. He heard her breathing. He heard her screaming. The dog was in the car. They were unable to cut the seatbelt. Should seatbelts be more regulated to be safer to cut or release?
No, because then I don't think it holds you in. Like, I think there's a reason why it's made like that. But I see
what
what
if
you're
it
saying.
had like the trunks got that little thing that you pull? What if it's a pin that you pull? Yeah, I feel you though. The weight from hitting somebody, if it's just a small pin in there, like it does nothing, right?
It doesn't. But I'm just thinking about the way that call was called in to 911. Like, the responders had no idea that there was somebody in there that needed help. Because to the scene, there should have been more people there.
It's always the first car that pulls up, right?
Yeah, but on a
It's
responder,
never
the
the
fire
whole
department should be hit
platoon.
first. I'm just thinking, like, poor lady, like whoever's in that county, somebody's in trouble.
Hey, regardless of that
shit's
fact,
not. Yeah.
you saw how that
In
car was
Inferno,
in
and there was
Inferno.
poor lady.
So it's like the police pulled up. It had to be a couple of minutes or, you know, maybe 20 minutes because it's a car accident. They never show up on time for a car accident. But at the same time, though, you couldn't see nothing in a car.
Mm-mm.
You know, that lady was toast, alive, burnt alive. Man, what do you
They
think
gonna
about
throw
that?
the book at him. I feel bad for that poor lady and her family, especially for her being hit by someone who was under the influence, because that didn't have to happen. He could have easily took an Uber, but that poor boy, he going to jail. He going to jail.
And you know the craziest part about the whole situation to me was the fact that his girlfriend was laying on the ground. He's knocked unconscious when we clearly saw him up. No, he passed out once he realized like this lady is burning up in that car. He did not get knocked unconscious. She tried to make it seem like, oh, he's a victim. No, he was not knocked unconscious. He hit the back of the car, man, rear-ended it. You know, and she's saying that he's knocked unconscious. What do you think about that?
Yeah, she had to change the narrative. Once she saw the people were recording and more people were coming out with who his name is, we got to change the story. And that was the first thing she thought of. Something's wrong with him. So at least the attention goes to he needs help. And I totally get that being like, you know, a partner. But girl, he going to jail. Every
2
young
times
guy
the legal limit.
figured it
God
out.
damn,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
That was definitely his fault. There's no way he can make that seem right.
hey, well, check this out. The guy that was recording it actually was like, it's their fault at the end of that video. I didn't get to that part, but he was like, it's their fault. He got cut by his team. Of course, they fired him.
Yeah.
The Raiders fired him. He was the #1 draft pick in 2020. I think the guy, you know, very young, driving a Corvette, Las Vegas, drinking. It was a mixture for danger. Now, I got a DUI too. I can't just sit up here and say like, I don't drink and drive. I got a nice BMW. You know, I hit the road. It drives well. I got nice rims on it. It looks beautiful. You see it when it drives past. And when I got my DUI, I had to say, it's not worth it. It wasn't worth the money. I could go to jail. But if I was a millionaire, fuck a Corvette, fuck a Charger. We ride limos. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, that's just me.
I totally agree, because you can afford to have someone to drive for you. Why did you even go that route? But it's a young and dumb thing.
You think so?
It's a young and dumb with a lot of money. Sometimes you don't think about the consequences. And this is going to be a real hard consequence that he's going to have to think about. Somebody died. She burned in alive. And he had to sit there and watch it.
Well, he's out now. He's out on bail. You know, like the next morning he was out on bail. And like I said, I got one DUI. And this may be his first DUI, but it ended in a death. You know what I'm saying? My DUI ended up in racial profiling, but at the same time, you know, it was racial Why you pull me over? Shit. Well, sir, you didn't yield. What do you mean yield? I was at a stoplight. I was stopped. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but yeah, man, prayers to that young lady. Prayers for that dog. I love dogs. You know what I'm saying? So prayers for that young lady, prayers for that dog that died, you know, probably still alive. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing about it, man. The dog was probably conscious. And, you know, the dog died, found human remains and dog remains in the car. That brings us to our next story. Let's get to it. Do you see what's going on here?
Is this from Astro World?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I have seen some videos with this, but I see Travis Scott on one side. I'm not sure what I'm looking at in the other.
Let's play the video so we can be aware. We're looking at the tragic moments of that night. performing. All right, that was footage from inside the concert, Travis Scott Astro World concert, still performing while people were dying.
Okay, from my understanding, what Travis Scott is saying, he thought people were just passing out. Like, like from dehydration, like it's hot, they just falling out. But there's so much with this story that I'm not really sure what happened. Some people said they got like stabbed with a syringe and that's what made them pass out. And then with people trying to get out, others got trampled, which happens in a large crowd. But the show definitely should have been stopped once there was aware that something was going on. The show just can't go on with that, with people dying. Or is it professional to keep going? I don't know. I'm not an artist, but I feel like something should have stopped.
No. I differ. I beg to differ. Let's just say it was two people that actually just passed out. Are you supposed to stop a show for that? You know what I'm saying? Are you supposed to stop the show when you see the police turn their lights on? Something like that. It should be like words, passwords, code words.
Like a safe word, like pineapples.
Safe words, right? Like, oh no, you're hitting the wrong spots. Jiffy, Shazam, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It should be safe words, right? You're exactly right. They should have been able to let the people on the concert know to stop the show. But I don't blame Travis Scott at all for what I just thought.
Right, I don't blame Travis Scott. To be honest with you, we're in a pandemic. I'm confused why we even at a concert. That to me is weird. But I mean, that's y'all personal choice if y'all want to be out there like that. I just don't see myself being in a large crowd for quite some time from now. It's not safe. These new COVID is real. COVID is real.
Yeah, but because it's Travis Scott, people are trying to find a way to blame him as if he knew all the way back there 8 people died.
That's not fair. I agree. That's not fair. It's not. He didn't kill these people. He's not the actual reason why they died, and I think that's unfair to put the blame on Travis Scott. But they're going to find a way to blame him because it was his event.
What about the angle about the needle? What do you think about that angle?
That's scary to me because are we not being checked to go into places anymore? Like you shouldn't be able to go in somewhere with a syringe.
Well, people always get things into places where they shouldn't be. Look at jail; they got cell phones now.
True.
Might cost you $500, but you can get you a cell phone. They're gonna find a way to place this blame on Travis Scott, of course, because he was doing the show. But for what we just saw, I believe that he had no idea until after it was over. 8 people died. I don't even see how they died unless it had to do something with foul play, because they said trampled. I don't know. I'm thinking trampled like it was at the front of the stage and went all the way to the, you know what I'm saying? Like a riot. Everybody trying to get the hell up out of there. Them niggas on stage shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But rest in peace to the people that died. And I don't see anything wrong with, Travis Scott, what he did and how he handled himself. Should the show keep going? Of course it should. He didn't get to know, to stop, to shut it down. None of that.
Right.
So it's okay, Travis. They trying to say this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. It's okay. Hey, that's all I got for you. I want to thank you for coming on to the show. I really appreciate your point of view.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me again. If you're looking for me, catch me on According to This Black Girl, available on all platforms, and find my books on Amazon with Amron Burnett, and also check out my wrapping paper for this holiday season. Thank you for having me on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was not the end.
Oh no. Well, I was ready. I was ready for the end.
I have one more thing to talk to you about.
Sure.
Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, man. What's going on in their relationship? At first, she was doing all the talk on the red table talk. Now he's doing all the talk in his memoirs, talking about he wanted to push his father's fucking wheelchair down some stairs and play it off like he's Jussie Smollett.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. It's for the camera. It's for the camera. He got that Venus and Serena movie coming out right now. Jada Pinkett Smith is expanding her Red Tables talk into like an umbrella where she's adding on like a Hispanic version. They just trying to keep their name in there. I don't believe any of it.
Did you see the picture with all of them being bald-headed? Will Smith, Jada, and the daughter Willow let her hair rock back and forth. Willow, can't you believe that? Did you see that? Is that a real picture?
Yes, but they do this whole hair cutting thing, kind of like some women dye their hair red. Like they just, shave it off and start over. I'm going through some stuff.
But what about the fact that somebody said she's trying to make them all look like Tupac?
No. That's crazy. If that is what she's thinking about, deep down, self-consciously.
I think that we will find a black family that's crazy, that'll be celebrities. They'll fuck around and be crazy, nuts. You know what I'm saying? Look at what the Will Smith and the Smith family is going through. He got a daughter that's, I don't know what to say about her. He got a son that's cool because he stays out of the spotlight a lot. But, his wife, now she's cheating on him with August Ostina, this, that. She could have cheated with the pool boy and probably had more respect than cheating with August Ostina. The pool boy probably would have kept his mouth closed.
Right, but also with Will Smith, I don't believe he's that clean himself.
Of course not, but at the same time, though, why isn't Will Smith having females pop up out the woodwork?
Because they're paid. They signed non-disclosure agreements.
Right. So
Jada just wasn't smart enough.
So that means that he cared. That means she didn't care. That means that Will Smith cared enough to pay and make people sign NDAs. But Jada Pinkett Smith was shit. She was ready. Now I don't know. She's the bad guy to me. She got all of this going on. Do you think they need to stay together or be just separate? Like everything ain't worth keeping, right? Especially both of those two. They have the money to move on.
Right, but she said even if they end up being with other people, they're always going to be together. So if
that's
he's
cool,
on the side of the house
but
with his person and she
cool.
on the side of the house with hers, that's her person.
That's cool. They can be with other people, but do you think they need to be with other people to see what they had with each other at least?
I believe they have been with other people. We just don't know about it.
Right, they've been with other people secretly. Let's make it official. Both of them get back on the market.
Right, but there's rumors Will was with a dude. Remember when they were saying he was with Tasha Campbell's husband? Dwayne Martin? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were rumors that he was walking around with men. So, I mean, if she want to be with that young dude, I think that's okay.
Thank you for your opinion on that situation. I think it's okay. Gay, okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey. But at the same time, I want you guys to know that I really appreciate everybody watching this show. I really appreciate you joining this show. And once again, why don't you tell the people where they can find you and they can find your products?
Oh, as I'm ending again, you can find my podcast, According to This Black Girl, available on all streaming platforms. My books are available on Amazon. Just put in Amron Burnett, and also Luxury Wraps by Amron for your holiday needs.
Yep.